Irrigation, development and the watersheds. So irrigation is the application of an controlled amounts of water to plant needed and the intervals. It helps to grow the agricultural maintenance, landscape and the revertible distributed soils in dry areas during the period of less than average rainfall. Irrigation also has other uses in the crop protection including frost protection, suppressing weed growth in the grain fields and preventing soil consolidation. In contrast, agriculture that relies only on the direct rainfall, it is referred to as a rain-fed or dry land farming. So surface irrigation, micro irrigation, drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, central pivot. Surface irrigation means the flood level and the level basins which to be provided it during the strippers and the subdivided in the furrows, border strip and the basin irrigation. Micro irrigation sometimes called as an localized irrigation, low volume irrigation and the trickle irrigation in a system where water is distributed under the low pressure through a pip network in a predetermined pattern and applied as small discharge to each plant or adjacent to it. Drip irrigation, also known as the trickle irrigation, function as its name suggests in the system. Water falls drop by drop just as the position of the roots. Sprinklers are the one or more central locations, central pivot, several segments of a pipe joined together and supported to the mounted on the wheeled towers to the sprinkle the positions. Lawn sprinklers positions. There are two types of sprinkler, pop-up and the rotas. This is the lawn which was to be portable for churches, schools, commercial landscape, residential lawns. Housing sprinklers. There are many household sprinklers. Many of them are smaller version of large agricultural landscape sprinklers sized to work with the typical garden house. Sub-irrigation has been used for many years in the field in areas with higher water tables. It is the method of artificially raising the water table to allow the soil to be subsurface textile irrigation. Environmental impacts of irrigation. Irrigation related to the changes in the inequality and the quality of the soil water. It may have two effects, direct effect and the indirect effect. Direct effect, hydrological or direct effects during this includes reduction in downstream, increased evaporation, increased level in water table. Likewise, irrigation has the immediate effect on the provisions, atmospheric instability, modified the atmospheric circulation, delivering the rain into different downwards areas. Indirect effects, waterlogging, soil salination, ecological damage, socio-economics. Some irrigation schemes use water wells for the irrigation. As a result, the overall water level decreases. This may cause water mining, land soil sediments and the salt water injection. Adverse impacts. Direct advantages of an irrigation. Direct advantages of an irrigation. It increases the food in production. It uses revenue generations and the growth, protection against the drought and the mixed cropping. Indirect advantage, power generation, transport, underwater table and the employment. So disadvantages of irrigation is the groundwater cannot get polluted due to the seepage of nitrates. So for the cultivators to use more water required due to the excess of water supplied to the field which leads a pre-qualifying water soil in the soil. Watersheds. Watersheds are the land areas that channel water to particular such as river, lakes, oceans and the other body of water. Watersheds vary in size and each smaller watershed is part of a large one. For example, a small stream has its own watersheds and so does the river into which the stream feeds. The watershed has accomplishes the Mississippi River is enormous. Types of watersheds: macro watersheds, sub watersheds, milli watersheds, macro watersheds and mini watersheds. Factors influence the watersheds: climate, geology, topology, hydrology, soils, watersheds shape, vegetation and land use, drainage network pattern. This is the management for the watersheds to control the damaging runoff, to manage and replace the runoff water, to protect, conserve and improve the land of the watersheds, to protect, enhance the water resourcement, to check soil erosion or to reduce the effect of sediment yield, to rehabilitation and deteriorations of lands, to moderate floods peaks at the downstream areas, to increase the infiltrations of rainwater, to improve and increase the production of timbers, to enhance the groundwater recharge. The factors affecting the watershed management: characters, size and shape, topology, soil relief. Second one is climatic precipitation, amount of intensity of rainfall, watershed operation, land use pattern, social status inability, water resource and their capability. This is the development program. Thank you.